under three different wings, that is history, civics, and geography. In your 8th standard, you are going to learn social science under three different wings. They are of history, political science, sociology, geography, economics, and business studies. Each wings are unique in its own way. It makes you to enhance your knowledge about the uh, contemporary world and what is essential for us to become a complete human being. We can learn from history that what mistakes the ancestors have done that should not be repeated, and the political science, how the government functions, sociology, how we have to lead our life in the society by adjusting ourselves with other people. And geography, you all know that it is a study of topography. Economics is a subject which deals with the money, how we can earn money, and what type of job opportunities are there in the society, the economy. Regarding the business studies, it is very much essential in this contemporary world to earn our livelihood by adopting the different modes of uh, employment opportunities. As you all know that today, being at home only, you can order whatever you want. That is, e-commerce has been developed and online business have been developed. These are all the advancement which have taken place in the communication area system. Business has utilized this communication system in such a way so that it has given employment opportunities to so many people by resolving this unemployment problem. And many people, many crores and crores of people have become employed and they are earning their livelihood. uh, I'm going to take sociology for you all. As you all know that the subject which deals with the society. Just now while saying about this subjects, I said it is the study of the society, how the human beings have to get adjusted with the uh, people in the society. In the sociology, the first lesson is all about introduction to sociology. This is a very big lesson. In this particular lesson, they have dropped the early sociologist topic, okay, and leaving that, rest of the things are there. In this unit, you'll be learning about the origin and meaning, nature and scope, and as well as the importance of sociology and the relationship of sociology with other wings of social science you'll be learning. As you all know that we cannot live all alone in this world, and we are the most intelligent species in the world compared to the animal kingdom. The human beings have considered themselves as most intellectual beings because we have the reasoning ability, we have the thinking ability, and we have erect posture, and the food consumption what we have, that is entirely different from the animals. So we are having the creativity and evolution in thinking. We being a rational thinker have become different from the animal and its kingdom, isn't it? So we have identified as an intellectual beings. We cannot live all alone in this world. We need other people around us to meet our needs. So, the pictures which are saying that individuals cannot live all alone, they need the support, helping hand of others. And how we have to live in the society as the branches of the society, no, tree. will be get united with one huge stem, and how this holds the entire branches in the same way. We have to live in the society by understanding, adjusting with one another, and cooperation, which are very much essential in the world. As I told you in the previous uh, explaining in the previous slide, that we cannot live all alone in this world. The relationship between the individual and the society are very much unique. Society cannot exist without individual. Individual cannot exist without society. It means we cannot live all alone in this world. We are the ones who have formed the society. What is a society? Society is nothing but the group of people living together. That is, large number of people living together is known as society. Without human beings, can you say it as a? Can you call it as a society? No, you cannot call it as a society. So it is very much essential that we have to live together to meet all our needs. We cannot live alone. We cannot live an isolated life. The social being is very much essential, and for the not only for the individual growth, it is also important for us to grow along with the society. So, society is called as the web of social relationships. So, it is to meet all our needs, we have to depend on the society only. So, being in this cosmopolitan city where we cannot do agriculture, farming cannot be done in this urban um, society. So we have to depend on rural society. Whereas for machineries and other this thing market facilities and all, even the rural people are dependent on the urban people. So it goes with the dependence. We are depending on one another. So only it has been aptly said that sociology is nothing but it is a study of society, and in that society we have innumerable people who will meet their needs by having that cooperation and coordination among one another. Okay, this word sociology has been derived from two different words, that is socius and logos. Socius is a Latin word which means companion, and it also means that the society. Logos is a Greek word which means study, that is the scientific study of the society. Okay, socius means companion and logos means study. On the whole, study of the society. And sociology is a subject which deals with the human society. As I told you in the beginning only, early sociologists have been dropped from your syllabus, but without knowing about this father of sociology, I cannot proceed. So, I have added the important sociologists and their definitions. The picture whom you are seeing here is Auguste Comte's picture. He is known as the father of sociology. Modern sociology was being developed by this great sociologist Auguste Comte. He defined sociology as a science which deals with the social phenomena subject to the natural and the invariable laws which cannot be changed, the discovery of which is the object of investigation. You keep on investigating many things which you observe in the society, and out of which you will start learning in the society too. Whereas one more sociologist by name Max Weber, he has described that sociology is the study of social behavior. You know that each and every individual are unique and they differ from one another. So it is nothing but the study of social behavior of human beings in the society. When it comes to Emily Durkheim, one more sociologist, he says that it is a science which deals with the social institutions regarding the communities. Even though we are all human beings, our tastes and interests will differ in account with geographical location and the mm, food habits and the dress what we wear. That is, uh, the um, it depends on the climatic conditions also. So the differences can be identified even in the different parts of the world, and it is the study of the sociology is a study of the social institutions, as uh, we can coin that in the society we find the tribal communities, and we have the people who are living in the desert region, people who are living in the urban society, people who are living in the rural society. So it is the study of many social institutions, um, has been defined by this Emily Durkheim. All these three sociologists, what they have defined sociology, it is nothing but a study of human society. The beginning of the sociology as an independent science was during this 19th century. In this 19th century, uh, there was a transformation which took place. That is, the transformation from the medieval period to the modern times. That is, modern period, where the industrial revolution had taken place, the dictatorship was being brought to an end, and the monarchical system was being completely removed, and democratic principles were being introduced where they gave importance to human rights. French Revolution. This French Revolution you will be learning in your ninth standard in detail. How the people got fed up with the monarchical system which was existing in France, and they just brought an end to this monarchical system, and they gave the new dimension to the governing authority, that is, democratic principles were being raised from France, liberty, fraternity, and the democracy was being uplifted by this French Revolution. So the sociology developed during this ninth century with the great influence of this industrial revolution and as well as the French Revolution. You know that today how the industries have given life to crores and crores of people in the world, isn't it? And without that, we just cannot imagine to lead a better life. Regarding the scope of sociology, what is the scope of sociology? What are the benefits of learning this sociology? By learning this sociology, you will start identifying yourself in the society and how we are going to bring that connectivity with the help of other human beings. Today, you have mobile phones in your hand, and the media, what you have, the electronic gadgets, what you have, the communication gadgets, what I'm speaking about. That has helped you to bring people from every nook and corner of the world in your hand, isn't it? And you are able to have that communication which will lead you to learn, exchange your knowledge, isn't it? So, sociology, it is not only studies about the society, it also studies about human behavior, as I said, that is, of human social life and the relationship between human beings, and also it's a subject which deals with different institutions and the social process. You see, for the well-being of us, everyone, for the well-being of everyone, we need education. So for that, we need to come to the society, and with the help of this society, we'll be knowing about the culture, different cultures, which has been followed by different people. Regarding the health and hygiene also you'll be learning that should also be taken care. And the community living is very much important to meet all our overhead facilities like roadways, transport, communication, market facilities. All these things we are dependent on other communities, isn't it? And banking sector, everything, you see, they are also human beings, and they also need our help and support, and we also are in need of the different community people support. And employment opportunities, you need to come out of your home to earn your livelihood. That is how the employment opportunities which are there in the society welcomes you to get adjusted with the society. And the empowerment, all these things, empowerment, you see, that is empowerment of women, empowerment of your child, empowerment of the child, and as well as human beings. All these comes under the social process. By learning the sociology, you will learn how to exist in the society and how to make yourself confident to raise yourself in the society for well-being of everyone. All these six wings what they have given here, they are very much essential, and they are there in the society. So to procure all these things, we have to adopt certain qualities, that is adjustments, cooperation, coordination, and all. So this is how the sociology makes us to understand the importance of societal life. Regarding the nature of sociology, sociology is considered as an independent and separate field of study. It is a social science. It is not a physical science. It's not like your physics, not like your chemistry. It goes with, which deals with this chemical reactions. And it just deals with the psychological aspects which develops in our mind, which develops in each and every individual's mind. And it is a study of evolution of human beings. And it deals with various other subjects which doesn't have that concrete path of dealing. Okay. Sociology is a definite study but not a directive study. Sociology deals with human society, as you all know that it never engages in and how it should be studied. So there's no proper path to enter into the sociological aspects and all. You just start studying about your friend. It's not that one day what you have observed that particular person will be the same for another 10 or 15 years. It keeps on changing. So observation is very much needed in this. It is not that with one particular this one habit it will continue for longer period, and there won't be any changes in this. So changes are possible in this particular aspects, isn't it? Sociology, it is a subject which deals with human behavior, which keeps on changing. Okay. Next one is sociology is a pure science, not an applied science. It is just like the first one, what I said. Sociology is interested in objective study that results in the formation of empirical body knowledge only. It is not an applied science which is interested in experiments. It's not like your physics, chemistry, and this biology and all. It's an applied science, and it is not an applied science. It is a pure science which deals with the mind, which is not constant. It keeps on changing. Okay, so it's a pure science. Sociology is intangible science. It is you cannot compare with any other subject matter, and it is intangible one. It is not a tangible one. It has it has interest in the form and pattern of human events. It has no interest in any specific battles or revolutions like history. It considers these events as a pattern and forms of social conflicts, and the subjects then to subjects them to a scientific study. So, sociology is a general science and not a special science. It it is not a special science, like as I mentioned you earlier, that no, physics, chemistry, like that. Among all the social sciences, only sociology studies the general interactions involving human beings like religion, politics, then economy, moral, and the intellectual aspects. It has a wider scope than other social sciences. So you have many things to learn, and you will just by observing the society. That observation is very much needed, and with that observation, even the caring is needed for the harmony, isn't it? To develop that harmonious society, we need the human, a person who will be who has to get integrated with the human values. So these are very much essential in everyone's life. On the whole, you can come to the conclusion that the features of sociology can be listed out like this. It is a social science, not a physical science. Sociology is a definite study, but not a directive study. Sociology is a pure science, not an applied science. It is an intangible science, not a tangible science. Sociology is a general science, not a special science. All these uh, uh, helps us to assess what is exactly the sociology is all about. It is the study which helps us to know about the skills in the society. Regarding the importance of sociology, why we have to study this sociology? Sociology, it helps us to know about the human society in a scientific manner, that is systematic way of learning human society is known as sociology. It is very much essential for us to know about the functions of society, and it is a supplement of the personality development. See, our behaviors can get corrected by observing others, by keeping the role models. Like you can take example of Sudha Narayan Murthy. She is so simple and sample, even though she is one of the owner of this Infosys. How simple and sample Sudha Narayan Murthy is. She is quite down to earth, isn't it? And she has become a role model to so many people. And there are so many people who are icons in the society by becoming an philanthropist. They just do charitable work and they don't expect anything uh, in return. So it's so very essential for us to develop our personality by observing the society, what is good for us and what is good for the society. that we have to adopt. So there are ways to adopt by observing the society. So personality development can take place by observing the society. Khanna. Akshay Khanna, oh, he is well-known film actor, and you can learn from him by observing him and the activities what he had done for the betterment of the society. That by observing him you can you can develop such good personalities. You take example of Gandhiji, and so many, Lal Bahadur Shastri, if you take, you will. So all these people who have contributed to a greater extent to the public life, so that can be observed and that can be adopted to develop your personality. Regarding the understanding, you will learn how to get along with the people and how to get adjusted and get cooperated. And it also helps us to know about this understanding, as I told you, about the social problems and the solutions for all the social problems. Sociology helps us to know about the plans for the betterment of the society. So you can find different ways to get along with the people to build an harmonious society. So it should be in the form of teamwork, success. So this can be achieved with the cooperation and coordination by lending the support of one another.